Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to your weekend update on Terra Classic and Luna Classic. We'll just call it Luna Classic or Luna in the remainder of this video. That's easier. But yeah, wanted to do a full update on that after, well, let's be honest. I mean, this week for Luna Classic has been quite tough. What we're seeing, and we'll do a deep dive into that in this video, but what we're kind of seeing right now is that the volume for Luna Classic, it's actually pretty decent, but we're not really doing anything with that volume. Like right now, the volume, if you compare to the last month, we're obviously not as high as we were with these moves, but overall, we're actually still pretty decent, around like 65, 70 million, which is obviously also great for the burn tax. As you can see, right here, burn tax is doing decent. Last 3 days, not so much, but still. But overall, we're not really getting those big moves. I mean, right now we're stuck in this area around 9200, which is kind of in the middle of the consolidation we were in, but we're losing volatility. And on the other hand, what we're also seeing is that the USDT is losing volume and is actually getting pretty bearish. And what is true is that the USDT was always like rallying and always had a lot of volume. And then Luna Classic became bullish. So now that that's kind of, calming down a bit, that's bearish news for Luna Classic. But we'll get into that in the rest of this video. I mean, there's also positive sides to this, and I do think there are some good buys which are coming up. But we'll talk about that before we dive into Luna Classic. If you want to receive daily trading signals, then check out the links down in the description or the pinned comment, and there you'll find instructions on how to join. So first of all, I mean, I was pretty negative. I don't want to be so negative about Luna Classic. I actually like Luna Classic quite a lot. I mean, I have covered it a huge amount of times. I think, I don't know, I think I make like 100 or 200 videos on that. It must be. But yeah, I like it a lot. And I mean, to start off positively, I think with Luna Classic, what we have, for example, seen the 4th of June, is that it can, like, it rallied like 37% there. And before that period of time, it was quite steady. So at that point of time, like in this period of time, I was already calling for a rally. I did not know it was going to be this big. But I think overall, just holding Luna Classic long term, it's not the worst strategy. I mean, right now we're higher than the levels where we were the 9th of May. If you actually compare that to Ethereum, Ethereum and Luna Classic are as strong as each other. All right, so that's, I mean, it does tell you something. And at some point of time, even though right now the whole USDT and Luna Classic situation is calming down and cooling down a bit, it's still looming on the background. We're still going to get news on that later on in this year. So with that, I mean, if you can get a good entry, like at this level right here at 8,500, or perhaps if the market gets very bearish at 7,500, then I do think that's a solid hold. Right now on the short term though, because of that Luna Classic and USDT repack situation kind of cooling down, I think it's more likely that, we're not really getting any momentum. We're not really getting any bullish breakouts. I'm also expecting a bit of bearish momentum from Bitcoin, which is also not ideal, of course, but that's the main reason why I actually do think that we'll slowly drop down to this level right here at 8,800, which I do think will hold for a bit longer. But overall, I think we're falling down to these levels around 8,500 and 8,300. Even if the market is bullish like this, which I think is hard. I think it's hard to believe that actually stays that way for a very long time. And Luna Classic is also not really reacting to that right now. So that's why I'm expecting some more bearish momentum. Like I said, I mean, it's overall Luna Classic, I wouldn't call it bearish, but short term, I do think that's the case. So that's my take on it for now. If you do have any questions, then let me know. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.